Welcome guests, students, and staff to our Remembrance Day ceremony. We would like to begin by acknowledging that we are privileged to be here on the unceded and unsurrendered territories of the Mi'kmaq. These territories are bound by the treaties of peace and friendship Mi'kmaq people signed with the British Crown in the 1700s. The treaties did not surrender the territory and resources, but in fact recognized Mi'kmaq title and established the rules for what is to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We pay respect to the Wabanaki elders, past and present, who guide us in how to live respectfully on this land today.
We are pleased that we can gather together for this important ceremony for the first time in 3 years. We would like to thank all those involved as well as the teachers in the background working to put this ceremony together.
We would also like to take a moment to acknowledge a group of soldiers who are not often talked about on our Remembrance Day. This year marked 30 years since Michelle Douglas's landmark case protesting her dismissal from the military for being a member of the LGBTQ+ community. The reversal of that discriminatory policy has meant equality for all those who serve, regardless of gender identity or sexual orientation.
In a few minutes, we will begin our ceremony, but before we do, Liliana would like to say a few words about her grandfather.
Ms. Hausman was great to have studies class, along with a bunch of your teachers, had put a lot of time and dedication into the service that we provided you today. We had several discussions about what to include and whether O Canada should be played. Everyone will have their own opinion, but here's why I think O Canada is important. My great-grandfather fought in World War II and luckily made it home, but was not the same man he was before he left. He served in France and Holland and many other places. We stand in honor of our past elders that had to leave their families and their homes to fight through blood, sweat, and tears just for us in our country. I stand in honor and in memory of my great-grandfather Bernard Smith. O Canada will be played, and I kindly ask you to remain silent and respectful for those around you. You may stand if you wish.
And now the cadets will place the flag.
When we think of Remembrance Day, we often think of what's happened in the past, and we forget that there are still many countries at war or suffering from armed conflicts. Today, we will name countries that are still suffering from violence through ongoing conflicts and light candles for them. The lights are going to go out in a moment so we can have a calm reflection about those who suffer.
After, we will have the honor song sung for all those who still suffer from conflict today, as well as for all the veterans of wars, followed by O Canada, sung by Apollo Joseph. We ask that you stand if you want to take off your hats.
O Canada.
We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt on, saw the sunset glow, loved and were loved. And now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the flow. to you from failing hands we throw the torch, to be yours and hold it up.
If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow and flandered steals. We will now have a presentation by Mr. Bateman's class.
I am going to be presenting a poem written by me in honor and to mourn the fallen. To fight in the face of worldly decimation, to risk my life against man-made tribulation, to ride horseback to protect your faith, to fight my way to heaven's gate. I lived, I loved, I laughed, I cried. I fought tooth and nail, bearing broken pride. I took lives of men with families like mine. We both lost this war, this battle fought on moral crime. Both sides bloody, one side prevails. Death is coming, marching down our trail. But if both sides bloody, did one really win? Locked in a tin can called moral sin. Chained to the realm of tortured souls, I've taken my life with your hero. I live a life of freedom and prosperity, a victim and a perpetrator of a monstrosity. We all fought for our right to come home, to keep you safe, to keep you warm. I love you, my dear, this I hold true. I may never see you again, but my life was given for you.
We're going to write a letter written by Harry Belfort, September 21, 1926.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Drader, this is without doubt the hardest task I have ever had to do, telling you of the death of your son and my best friend. 2 days before we went into action, I had transferred to D Company to be with Eugene, little thinking that our long and intimate friendship was to end so suddenly and so tragically. Within 5 minutes of the beginning of the action, Eugene was left in command of the company through Lieutenant MacDonald being wounded. When we went over the top, made our assault, another of our officers had been hit. At 9:30 p.m., September 15, a sergeant came to me and told me I was in command. Mr. Drader had been hit. Eugene was shot through the spine and abdomen and his legs were paralyzed. He was conscious for a long time and always assured the inquirers that he would be all right. He did not want to be moved for a while, but said he'd get better all right. He never once murmured or complained about his lot. If he suffered, he would not admit it. He was game to the very last. He was a soldier every inch. He died a soldier's death. He was buried near where he fell, a real soldier's burial, not the parade style military funeral, but the short hesitating prayer that was said over his grave, with our heads bowed very low on account of the machine gun fire, was the most sincere prayer ever offered up.
Since his death, I am not the same. I cannot be, but everyone is kind and I have received much kind sympathy, for we were known as inseparables. As deeply as I feel it, can be nothing in comparison with your feelings. And your grief, it seemed at first that no one could be more heartbroken than I myself. And I took chances for over a day in the front line that I never would have taken otherwise. I seemed to be obsessed with the one idea that Eugene and I must not be separated. But I know there's nothing to compare with father's and mother's love. So I send you sympathy, and I mean it more than I ever meant with words before. I share your sorrow, words cannot say how deeply. I show the spirit to take the first opportunity of seeing you and telling you as much as I can of the hundreds of things you want to know. His personal effects are being sent to you. I have in addition his watch and his identity list, which I shall send you. I will do anything you ask that is possible. Yours with sincerest sympathy, Harry E. Belfort.
Your arm's getting pretty good there, right? Maybe be good as me one day. Really? So I can't help but remember the time you walked the whole entire team to a traffic pit for this.
Oh, shut it. I'm still better than you are. Remember, Mom wanted us to come in before dark. She's always preaching we'll get cold in our kidneys or some other crap.
Oh look, quick mail. Probably just the usual bills though. No. It's a letter. It's for you. Here. What's it, John? Where's it from?
It's the war, Rick. They need me.
Remember when Dad was here? We used to have feast and used to play.
I know, it's not that I don't want to play anymore, it's just that we need money, alright? But don't worry, I'll find some work eventually. Just in the meantime, take care of your mother, alright?
Okay. I'll do my best. I just wish things were better, you know?
Yeah, no more fighting. I'll get it.
Looking for Hans Bauer?
That's me.
Don't you want to return Germany to her former glory? You've been chosen. It's an honor.
Now I'll have to leave you and mother.
What? What did he mean, Hans?
I've been drafted. How are we going to tell Mom?
Come in, boys, it's getting dark. We'll get a cold in your kidney.
Mom, I got something to tell you.
Come sit, it's getting cold.
Mom. Mom.
Yes?
I'm going.
Going where?
Going to the war.
What?
I don't want to be here. This stupid war isn't my fault. Why am I the one that's getting punished?
Don't worry, Mom. We'll be back. Right?
I'll be back, Mom. I promise.
Hey, boys, I just got back from the market. It was a bit scarce, but that's all right. What's going on?
I've been chosen.
Chosen for what? What are you talking about?
Chosen to fight for the feud.
No. I've already lost your father, and without you and the extra wages, no return.
I'll return home, I promise.
You're right home. Don't come back. The bus will be loading up soon.
Can't believe you're leaving. You take care of yourself out there. You need to make it home and meet our son. You won't grow up without a father. And make sure of that.
I will. I gotta line up for the bus tonight. I love you.
I love you too.
Why did I have to get picked? Funnily enough, all I can think about right now is Rick. Both of us growing up without a dad and all. I was always there for him. God bless his horrible arm, but I taught him that too. And now Betty, I can't leave her here. I can't leave like my father. I have to be better. I have to come back. I have to.
I don't know how much longer we can hold them.
We gotta push them back.
Is it almost over?
Come on, John, get up. Get up.
Come on, we gotta go.
We can't just leave him.
Come on, John. John, we gotta go.
Come then! Push them back!
I'm scared.
Shut up and fight, Hans! Help us kill these cowards!
Alfred,
He's gone.
you said that.
I did.
Who are you?
John.
Are you alright over there?
I don't think so.
All over you.
What's your name?
Hans,
Say, Hans, why didn't you kill me just now?
could I ask you the same thing?
I thought you were all supposed to be monsters that stole women and children and locked them away.
Some of us, yes. But me, no. I don't believe in fighting the non-Aryans, as he calls them.
He?
You know, talks real loud, has a really distinct upper lip.
No, dear. Say, Hans, you got a girl back home?
Yeah, and I'm gonna marry her as soon as I get back. You?
Yeah, Betty. I want to start a family with her as soon as I get back. I want a bunch of little kids running around the area. Anne sounds lovely. If she's half the woman she is, you're a very lucky man.
She is. She reminds me every day. Say, what did you want to do before the war?
If I had it my way, I wanted to be a baseball star, one of the ones in the big leagues. Me and my little brother play all the time. I always dreamed of hitting a grand slam.
Hey, John,
Yeah?
if it wasn't for this damn war, I think we'd be pretty good friends.
Yeah, woman. Sorry I broke my promise to Mom, Rick.
Please stand and remove your hats.
Let's present arms.
They shall not grow old as we are left grow. Age shall not weary them, nor be years condemned. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
Thank you all for participating in our Remembrance Day ceremony.